Good hot afternoon to you all. How you doing? I hate this weather. As much as I didn't like the rain, at least it was cooler. But I want to show you something on the van here. Okay. Someone hooked the bumper while my wife was out shopping at Walmart last week and pulled out the bumper with a pickup truck. I was not there, but the person was kind enough to page the license number, have it paged, so my wife came out and, well, this is the result. That we've got it pushed back in so it's not sticking out. It was actually sticking out just like that. Now, if you've been following my old videos on poor man's bodywork and so forth, I wasn't able to get this out. But since then, I've been hunting around and I came across an 18mm box wrench, American made, and a shallow socket. Has to be shallow. The deep well, high impact will not fit. So let me show you. I just put the socket up in there, and you see this body mount right here? I know this lighting is terrible. That's the story of my life on my videos. It fits in there. That was the problem I had before. I could never get anything to fit in there. So, with plenty of PB Blaster, letting it soak, and several attempts, I got all 4 of these nuts loose. That's fine, but there's one problem. Cannot get a bumper for this van. It's too old. Especially on the East Coast. A couple of junkyards had them, but they were in worse shape. This is good and solid, except, you know, you can't do nothing with this. It's, as we say, out to lunch. I just wanted to give you an update on this. So now that this is out, I'll be able to do this area. I'll be able to take this whole thing right off, but I'm going to have to put this bumper back on. Cannot get a bumper for a 90 Ford Econoline. They only went from the 80s, late 80s to 1990, and this is a 90. So, if I can get a bumper for this, fine. If not, well, at least I can get this off and do the body work. I got to redo this again because this got hit. This got hit. So we'll either build it up with Bondo or we'll put some more sheet metal on it and we'll just blend it in. But I think Bondo probably would do it. It's kinked in here. Poor man's body work. You professionals out there, don't bother criticizing. Okay, the problem I had before is I have an impact, which is the black ones. These are 3 inches long. They will not go on that top bolt because that body mount is in the way that I showed you. So, for the longest time, I said, well, I'm going to try some standard sockets and try to get in there. And I didn't have them at the time, and I picked them up at the a surplus store, a place called Surplus Unlimited. These are American made. I think they're Husky or Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. They're 12-point. They're only $1 a piece. So I bought 2, 18mm. And the reason I bought 2 was in case I snapped one. $1 and no big deal. Well, before that, I went to Home Depot and got this 18mm also. It might look like overkill, but you know what? I wasn't sure what I was going to run into, and if I snapped 1 or 2 of these, is no big deal. As it was, I was able to use one of these here, and it came off just fine. So I tightened them all back up again, and now I'm searching for a bumper for that van. So that's my little short video for today. I will get back on this, but it doesn't look too promising Just don't interfere with the door. This doesn't look too promising as far as getting a bumper is concerned. But now I can do a better job, because I wasn't happy with this workmanship I did here because of this bumper. Now I got it straightened out. But now we got to deal with this here. This is something else that is not related. This happened about a year ago. So I got discouraged and I just stopped working on the van. But you can see all my work here is good and solid. This is just paint. I just slapped some white paint on there, and you know. So that's the story. One way or the other I'll get back on this. But I ain't doing nothing now with this heat and humidity. This might have to wait till fall. But that's going to have to be my next major project. Got to get back on this van. Have a good day and keep cool. I know I'm not doing a very good job of keeping cool these days. Hope you are.